If you've ever gone to plug in an HDMI device and realize your cable is just a little too short, you have two options. You can replace the entire HDMI cable, or you could just simply extend it with one you already have. Now, this is exactly what the Silkland 8K HDMI extension cable is designed to do. So let's take a closer look. Now, this is the Silkland 8K HDMI extension cable. One end, you have a standard HDMI plug, and then the other end, you have an HDMI port. Give you a closer look at that. This is the HDMI port, and this is the HDMI plug. Instead of replacing your existing HDMI cable, you simply plug your current cable into this extension cable to add a little more length where you need it. Now, basically, the easiest way to think about this is that it's just an extension cord, but for your HDMI cable. You plug your existing HDMI cable into one end and then plug the other end into your TV, monitor, gaming console, or streaming device. Now, one question people often have is whether you can use this with a regular 4K HDMI cable, and the answer is yes. So HDMI is backwards compatible. So if you plug a 4K HDMI cable into this 8K extension cable, you'll still get 4K. Now the extension cable doesn't increase or decrease your video quality. It simply extends the connection. So think of it like adding an extension cord to a lamp. It doesn't make the lamp brighter. It just lets it reach farther. I could see this being useful if you have an HDMI cable already that's just a little too short and you need something to extend it. You need extra space behind your wall mounted TV. You want to make plugging and unplugging devices easier. So if you ever like say for example for me I move my Xbox around a lot and so I don't want to have to unplug and plug every single time. That could potentially damage the port. And so I decided to get an extender to kind of alleviate that issue. Now, this is important to understand before getting. This isn't an HDMI splitter. It doesn't let you connect two TVs, and it doesn't add extra HDMI ports. And it definitely doesn't improve picture quality. Its job is simply to extend an existing HDMI connection while supporting modern HDMI 2.1 features like high resolution and high refresh rates, assuming the rest of your setup supports them. Now, overall, I really like that it's a simple solution to a common problem. The braided cable feels very durable and the connectors fit securely, and it's a lot more convenient than replacing an entire HDMI cable just because you need a little more length. Now, if all you need is to extend an existing HDMI connection for your TV, your gaming console, or streaming device, or monitor, even, this is a very practical option to get. Now, if you're looking for something that splits one HDMI signal into multiple displays or adds more HDMI inputs, this isn't really designed for that. Now, hopefully, this gives you a better idea of what it does and helps you decide if this is the right setup for you. Until again, have a good one.